I'm what you might call a real-life superhero. Let me tell you my story.
I need hands over here. This stuff, follow Jet's door.
It's intense. There's a lot of food here. There's a lot of people all helping, trying to package food for the homeless, putting personal care items together, socks. It's tremendous.
As quickly as all that stuff went, didn't it make you feel a little helpless?
It felt like a drop in the ocean. Okay, I came back. Virginia. This is some toiletries and paper. Okay. You know, I think that what people appreciate more than just the food and the supplies is human interaction and human kindness. And I can't help but think, there but for the grace of God go I. And how would I want to be treated? One of the coolest things about Hope is that that was the first time I got to meet women who were a part of the real-life superhero community. That's where I met rock and roll, I met the handler, and I also met Lady Hero. The thing about these women is that they're empowered women, but they're all about empowering others. The handler, she's a security dog trainer.
My passion is animals.
And she's like the female dog whisperer is what she is. He's frisky.
The natural fear that human beings have towards dogs can work both ways. You can help a person get over that fear when it's an irrational fear, and at the same time use that fear of dogs to protect people. So every time that you see an animal that is fearful, you approach them with caution. You never give them your back. Try to be calm as you can, and you walk away looking at the animal.
It was unbelievable to see that transformation in that animal. He was ready to take a piece out of me. The most valuable thing I learned from spending time with the handler was that when you're dealing with an animal, it's really important to maintain calm, assertive energy. And I think that's true when you're dealing with people too. Lady Hero and I hit it off right away. And I think the reason why we hit it off so well is because she understands just how empowering fitness can really be.
I've recently gotten into yoga in the past, like 3 years, just as another avenue, looking really for a little bit more of a spiritual outlet in my life. And having experience working at the spouse abuse shelter, I've seen, you know, the sadness and the low self-esteem. I could really help to change how some people think with just small amounts of yoga and some introduction to meditation.
She is this very unassuming, almost delicate, very ladylike woman who is packing a .357 Magnum.
I do have a concealed weapons permit, so at times I carry it on me.
She is by no means somebody that you want to mess with. This is a badass with a huge heart.
That was actually purchased by Superhero for me as a gift for my anniversary. He wants to carry mine when he goes out because it's much lighter and more compact and all that than his.
I've just always had an extreme fascination with military hardware, which also led me to fascination with other types of hardware.
You know how like the police use beanbag rounds?
Yeah.
Well, this is a much more powerful version of that.
Okay.
Just sight down it right at the orange dot and push the orange lever that way.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm taking off the final safety. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now it's ready to fire.
Okay. Ooh! Wow! Way off my target.
No.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah, you're aiming for the nuts and you hit him in the shoulder.
You believe me, you just put him on the ground.
Lady hero and superhero are sort of this quintessential comic book team. They absolutely feel like they're from another era. Lois Lane and Clark Kent. She's the yin to his yang. Rock and roll is this cool chick.
I'm a musician, and I also ride a motorcycle. And I wanted a name that wasn't threatening or scary. You're kind of rolling into there and then rolling back out. So rock and roll was perfect for me. I love when people ask us what kind of music we play. I would call us funky rock with a little bit of hip hop.
Yeah, that's not how I would have described it at all.
Well, there you go.
She's also somebody who does patrols in her community. This is a woman who was the head of security at a nightclub.
One of the things that I do have is I spent a couple years as a bouncer in a San Francisco nightclub, and I had 12 guys under my belt. There was something going on every night. I tried to keep a level head, whereas a lot of those guys are just, let's get in there and fight. So I had the nickname the Zen Bouncer.
We went into the park and she showed me some self-defense moves that she uses.
If someone comes up behind you and puts a chokehold on you, you're gonna step with this leg. What that does is that lowers your center of gravity, so causing them to fall forward and chop right to the groin. Now the next thing you see how your body's ready to unwind toward your attacker, you got a left hand open, guess what you can do? You can twist and punch them with that hand.
There's some just real basic things that can be employed by anybody. You don't have to be super powerful or super tall or super strong.
We come out here and we pick up used needles that are left here. In fact, right behind you.
I can't get over the fact that Rock and all those guys pick up used needles.
Someone's drug stash, so now we're got to be a little more careful. So far over the last year and a half, we've picked up 3,000 needles just like these, all through the mission. This will probably get us pretty close to 3,400 or 500.
It's instant gratification. It's like vacuuming for dangerous items.
I think it's amazing what they do. It's dangerous. You're talking about biohazards.
Where your kids play every day. This is a school.
Rock has more energy than any woman I've ever met. You know, how many people do you know will bake hundreds of cookies and make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, hundreds of them, and hand them out to the homeless? She also teaches self-defense to gay and lesbian teens. I'm inspired by Rock because she's the kind of person that she's always ready to act. And I think too much. If you wait for the right moment, that right moment may not ever come. It clicked for me that part of my mission was empowerment. You know, it's funny because I don't know if we go through life thinking about what our mission in life is, or thinking that we have a mission. I think some people think about whether or not there's purpose to their lives or what their purpose is. I know that my mission and my purpose in life is to help people feel better about themselves, to help people be fit and be healthy. That's why I'm here. Meeting these women just made me realize it that much more.